What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. Today, I've got a big ass stack of CDs I got from Mad World Records in Denton, Texas. I'm actually going to be in Texas on Tuesday, so maybe I get to check them out in person. But I did get all these on their website, and they're all less than $5 a piece. So shout out to them. CDs are getting expensive nowadays, like especially the old punk stuff. Everyone trying to buy back their collection, like me. So I was pretty pumped that they're still keeping the $3 or so CDs so that we can all of us old kids can get our stuff back. But let's get into it. First CD I got is the Atari's End is Forever. And we just talked about this on the 2001 tier list. And then I'm like looking at these CDs. This is actually 2000. So we botched it. But this is maybe my second or third favorite Atari's CD. It's got Giving Up on Love, Summer Wind, IOU1 Galaxy, Fast Times at Dropout High, Song for Mixtape, Song 13. It's just a really good pop punk album. And I saw that this actually was recorded at the Blasting Room. So like one of the early Blasting Rooms albums. So it sounds really good. Atari's End is Forever. Up next from Los Angeles, I got Automatic 7. This self-titled from 1995 on BYO Records. This one is okay. I think their next album they did on Vagrant, which is called Beggar's Life, that I think Trevor Keith actually produced, is a much better album, but I really like these guys. They sound a lot like Social D. So if you like Social Distortion, maybe check out some Automatic 7, but maybe start with Beggar's Life, which is nowhere on streaming. So you got to be like me and go out and find the CD. Or YouTube. Up next, Burning Heads. This is called Escape, and this is the Victory Records version of the CD. Came out in 2000. The LP and European release was on Epitaph Burning Heart the year before. But yeah, I picked up this one. I've heard a couple of their like later things, but this kind of reminds me of like maybe a little bit of like NoFX, kind of like a hardcore mixed with melodic skate punk style. And yeah, I haven't listened to this full CD before, so I'm excited to check it out. But good French punk band. If you haven't heard of them, go check it out. Up next from England, we've got Consumed in their Fat Wreck album, Hit for Six. Forgot what it was called for a second there. There is the Inside, produced by Andy Sneap, who's I think does a lot of like thrash and metal stuff, which is they're like a more heavier punk band, so I guess it makes sense. And I'm like blanking which song, but they had a Tony Hawk song that was pretty popular too. Yeah, I think most of you guys have probably heard this before, but yeah, Consumed, Hit for Six. Then this band I hadn't heard of before, but I saw it and it was in like the punk section. I was like, let me check it out. It's Fast Break, Whenever You're Ready. And they're from Hartford, Connecticut. And there was a couple things I saw that was like turning me on to like maybe I would like it. It was produced by Brian McTernan, who I think did The Movie Life, which is one of my favorite bands. And that's who this kind of sounds a lot like. Movie Life, Lifetime, that like style that a lot of bands were trying to capture in the early 2000s, like kind of predates easycore. But I listened to it for the first time 2 days ago, and I think it's badass. Yeah, Fast Break, Whenever You're Ready. Then I got two Gamuts albums. I got Parts, which is their last full-length album. Came out on Paper and Plastic and Suburban Home in 2010. And then I got this Rose Harbor Anthems, which is a compilation from, it's got some songs from Endorsed by You. And I think there's maybe 2 or 3 unreleased tracks, but like it's got Reset, it's got 15 Minutes, Last of the Mullets. It's got a lot of their really good songs. This came out on Winona Records in 2005, I think. But yeah, I'm excited to listen to this too. All right. Up next, we've got the Grand Prix. I only know them from, I think they're on like the Short Music for Short People comp, so I grabbed this. This is okay, like the vocals kind of not irritated me, but I couldn't really make it through the whole thing. But it's got some good pop punk on it, like early 2000s pop punk. Like it feels like one of those bands that'd be on like a Springman Records compilation from like Warped Tour back in the day. But that is the Grand Prix. Then from Fearless Records, I got Junction 18, This Vicious Cycle. These guys are from Massachusetts, and this was produced by Cameron Webb, who does like a lot of stuff for Sum 41 and Motorhead. But he produced this, so it sounds really good. Maybe like emo driven pop punk, I would call this, from Fearless Records in 2000. And then I got a couple more. We got Man Alive, Open Surgery. These guys are from Israel, actually. So the only other band I know from Israel is Useless ID. But another Blasting Room album recorded by Bill Stevenson and Jason Livermore. So the dynamic duo. And I still got to listen to this. I know I don't know if I had this or something else by this band, but the Militia Group put it out in 2005. So I'm excited to check it out again. Man Alive, Open Surgery. Then we've got MXPX, Secret Weapon. This was kind of like a return to form. They went back to Tooth and Nail Records, back to Aaron Sprinkle. And before Everything and After and Panic, they did need kind of a reset. Like those are two of them, like, I don't not like them, but they're not my favorite MXPX albums. I think this is a really good return to form. It's got the title track, Shut It Down, Punk Rock Celebrity. There's a lot of good songs on here. I think my favorite is Bass Solo, but there it is, Secret Weapon. Up next, Discord favorite Pinhead Circus, their self-titled EP that came out on Not Bad Records. I don't know why. I thought this was on Adeline. But this kind of sounds like maybe like Kid Dynamite meets Face to Face. They're super underrated. They definitely should have been bigger. The Discord is dead on that Pinhead Circus is a badass band. So go check these guys out. I think they're from Denver. Then we got the major label debut from Punk Rock Radar favorites, Rise Against, Siren Song of the Counterculture. Came out in 2004 on Geffen Records. There were some big songs on here like Swing Life Away and what was the other one? Give It All. Like they blew up after this. They're still like one of the biggest bands in the world because of this album. I think it's okay. I like Suffer and The Witness a little bit better. And then I got another Victory Records album, Reach the Sky, Friends, Lies, and the End of the World. So that another Brian McTernan. I always want to butcher his name. Another Brian McTernan album. And I feel like I saw these guys play. I think they're East Coast, Boston based band. So I need to give this another listen before I say too much about it. But I listened to the first couple songs and I thought it was pretty good. And the last thing I got is Carry the Torch, tribute to Kid Dynamite. And I feel like I had this on vinyl back in the day, but there's so many good bands on here. We got the Swellers, This Time Next Year, the Wonder Years, Smart Bomb, Hour the Wolf. This is a badass comp. Oh, there it is. And yeah, and I'm a big Kid Dynamite fan, so I like hearing reimagined versions of their songs. But yeah, that's it. I don't know how many are here, maybe like 15. But definitely go check out Mad World Records. There was maybe 15, 20 pages of punk rock stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I left. I had to like trim my cart a little bit. I was trying to like get everything with a gift card, the Visa gift card that I had. So this is everything I could fit on my Visa gift card. So there's a lot left for you guys to go grab. So go check out Mad World Records and yeah, comment what you thought was the best CD that I got. And then comment what you buy from Mad World if you decide to do so. And if you want to support the channel, there's a link down below to our limited run store where there's vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, the skateboard pack, which is the probably the best thing I've ever done. Thanks to Seth Campbell for designing some really cool Ninja Turtle / NoFX themed merch. So yeah, go check that out. Go join the Discord and let me know what you thought of the video. I'll see you guys all next time.